Hello and welcome back to National Busways West Scotland, here at the Polmadie garage in Glasgow, where, we're looking at the DAs and the VTAs, because it's time for more triaxles. This time, I'm actually going to not delete the recording, which includes buying triaxles. Still can't believe I let that happen. Anywho, so yeah, Glasgow, we have a very extensive network going on. Like, it's huge. This map's not that big, but we're covering a lot of it. But at the same time, we've got massive holes. And so, we're not really going to deal with two massive holes today. We're going to deal with sort of one, and then one direct link to the city that's really, really important in real life. And that's Castlemilk. So in real life, Castlemilk doesn't have good access to rail. And the rail it sort of is nearest to is quite slow. So they're pretty reliant on their bus service, and Castlemilk is served pretty intensely in real life. It's got loads of buses. Chief among which is the 75, which runs from Castlemilk through Glasgow, and it terminates up in Milton near Bishopbriggs. And we're going to do something very, very similar, but with, my own little twist. And the first and smallest twist of the bunch is going to be the route number. 16, not 75, 16. Castlemilk. And it's still going to go to Milton, but we're going to do something slightly different in Milton, and I'll explain that after. Time-lapse me takes it over. Thank you very much, time-lapse me. And there is the brand new Route 16. It's quite the route. I'm sure that's not the first time I've said that, and it certainly won't be the last. But it starts in a, what is that? Anti-clockwise? Yeah, anti-clockwise loop of Castlemilk. Comes out this way and goes along Kilmarnock Road. Then goes up through here, meets with the 30 for a little bit, and then goes its own way. I need to put that waypoint in. That's before Aikenhead Road, Seath Street. There we go. Love that. Then goes up this way. The sort of bit where the route splits in the city centre is quite confusing, I will admit. And then there's a big section with no stops northbound. But there are stops southbound, because of course there are. And then up Springburn Road it's very, very fast. And then in Milton, it goes up this way, as the real life 75 does. And then in real life, the 75 turns back here. But I've decided to keep going and turn back at Lidsdale Square, just to serve this area a little bit better. And that's the 16. It takes 140 minutes to do return before I put any timing points in. And it's 25 miles return, which is quite a lot for a route in a city. So, this is probably going to run every 10 minutes. It's either going to run every 12 minutes and 10 or every 10 minutes and 8 during peak time. Depending on what the graph says. Oh, I can probably run every 12 minutes and 10. So, I'll see you when this is all set up. So, the route is now set up. The timetable, fairly simple. In fact, it's pretty much as simple as it gets. It runs every 10 minutes all day. And at both ends, the buses step back. So rather than this bus that gets into Milton at 5:52, taking this one that leaves at 5:52, it takes the one that leaves at 6:02. So, you know, it takes the bus after next. Just to inject a little bit of reliability into the mix. So, actually, let's have a look. How many buses do I need? This is where this game becomes a little bit of a horror game. So, 4:32 gets into Milton at 5:52. The 5:52 gets into Castlemilk at 7:13. So we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. (13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18). So we probably want to buy 24. But I can tell you right now I can't afford 24. And that is with all the loans taken out. And they're all pretty good loans, so... Let's start with... Let's start with 18, because I think I can afford 18. Well, there's 10. Ooh, the game's paused. That's an idea. The game is paused. It's VTA type. It's the VTA type. You've seen the VTA type before. Although you've not seen it in this view because I deleted the recording. Sorry. But this was my first sort of template upscale job, and I didn't upscale it actually, I just sort of stretched it. So the livery is really crisp, but the actual like template is not. But you know, we all start somewhere, and this is indeed somewhere. So, that was 10. And indeed, the trick has worked. So let's buy another 10. In the VTA type scheme, obviously. And then, well, we need 4, so let's buy another 4. And VTA type. Done. And boom. Yeah, we did not have enough for all 24 of our new VTA types. But I'll just let these park up. There are so many. And then we'll get these all plated up. I think these are going to start at VTA 33. Is that everyone? I think that might be everyone. Very quick. Very organised. Very nice. So, you guys can go where you are. You go there. Get everyone moved over if they're on this row. And then, that's not everyone. I know that's not everyone. No. Because the ones on this row. Although we are going to run into an issue of there are some renowns over there in the way. And I know I have space for everyone, it's just, you know. Maybe I'll start putting the renowns on the side. Or move these renowns to be with the renowns that were parked up here. Where is 106? If VW 106 can come in, I would like to get that as the thumbnail. There's 106, right. There's my thumbnail. Hang on, I've got to frame it a bit more. There's the thumbnail. Right. Let's find everyone else and work out where to put them. I mean, I suppose for now they can go in the side, which is, you know, sort of where they are. So let's just move everyone up. Boom. Right. Is that everyone? Is that all 24 of my new VTAs? I really hope so. So, I will come back when these vehicles are all numbered. And finally, we have Y756CGA, better known as VTA 56. So, there's our new batch of triaxle deckers in. The carrying capacity out of this garage is immense, but so are the demands of the two triaxle routes, the 15 and the brand new 16, which is a route of gargantuan proportions in terms of, you know, the areas it goes through. Castlemilk, that, you know, really needs an intense bus service because of its poor rail connection. through Glasgow Central, and then into Milton, which again doesn't really have a rail connection. Bishopbriggs is over here, which isn't that far, but then again it's not exactly close. And particularly with the extension of services along this road, the bus is a lot more attractive. You know, just totally putting that out there first. You know, let's extend 75 over here. It'll be good. Probably. We'll see how this goes. So let's, first of all, edit the timetable. It is wanting VTA type buses, which is good, because that's what I want to give it. And we will activate bus route now. And wait. Very, very nice. A 16 is now a thing. So let's go to the shift scheduler for today. And let's add the 16's allocation. Let's also see if we have enough drivers. We don't have enough drivers. Okay. Good thing I deleted these parking spaces then. I don't know if I showed that, but I deleted these parking spaces to expand the depot, because it is very much getting it to that point. So let's put in another break room. This is going to be a big break room. It's going to be 20 by... Actually, no, we'll make it 10 by 15. And I'm going to cut a unit off of these two break rooms, which means I'll need to reconfigure this one. In fact, so maybe I'll just cut the unit off of this one then, so that I can put corridor. Corridor will go like that. Isn't that lovely? And then lockers for all of our new employees. I don't want to have any doors like directly facing each other, just to make the place feel a little bit more enclosed and cozy. There we go. For now, just door, door. We'll get rid of this locker, and we'll put two tinted doors into the break room, like that, and another one there. There we go. I'll get to decorating these as and when. But right now, I need to hire some more bus drivers. We have so many bus drivers. Not all of these people are super friendly, but we need drivers. We need drivers. Many drivers. Many, many drivers. Right. However many that is, hopefully that's enough. Shift scheduler, assign drivers. That's enough. Cool. So let's just put these all in and hope that we have enough. So just the aim is just to use every bus and hope that every bus is enough. Indeed, it looks like every bus is just enough. And when I say just, I mean just. This is... Yeah, we're gonna need some more of these in the long run, I think. Because if the slightest thing goes wrong, we got delays. Right, now 2030 does indeed run from here. 2100, and finally a 2110. So we have enough, just. So yeah, something that I need to do off camera is buy just a few more VTAs, just to make those shift transfers a little bit less fraught. But as things stand, the 16 is quite the route. So I'll bring you back when it is time for the start of service at about 4:30 in the morning. So, it is time to join the first 16. It's 2 minutes late off the bat. This is not very good, PO. But we've made the time back, sort of. We're, you know, on time, a minute late. Let's put it on 2 times, because this is a long, long route. So I think loadings right now, to be expected. It's early morning. I'm very curious to see how this does given rush hour, because that's gonna get probably hectic, seeing as this is the only real cross-city service along the north-south axis. Every other cross-city service, with the exception of the C1, is east-west. And also, we're the only route that, or the 16 is the only route that does that little road there. So let's see. Let's definitely very curious to see how it beds in. And I mean, obviously, there's no real question as to how well it'll handle the crowds, because it's triaxle double-deckers. Of course they're going to handle it well. So, coming up Springburn Road. It's like, I think this is the first mainline bus route that serves Springburn, and it doesn't even serve, like, Springburn proper. It just takes the fast road. But yeah, there we are. You see, as soon as we pulled in, well, we pulled in at the same time as the bus in front left. And that's sort of by design, so that we would have 10 minutes of stand time here. And then 8 minutes of those are an allotted break, so you know, you make up 2 minutes. And there are plenty of timing points along the route to ensure that the bus doesn't get super late. And if it does get a bit late, that it can make it back by not waiting at the time points. But yeah, here we are. We've got the 16. It's not super busy. Oh. I'm sure that'll change. I'm sure it should change. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we are. We're super busy now. We're very super busy. Wow. Okay. That just got really, really busy out of nowhere. Love that. And then coming out of the city centre, it quietens down again. As it should. In the meantime, I am £600,000 in the hole because I bought so many big buses. So, you know, that's certainly a thing. I don't know where this delay's come from, but oh well. Oh, that bus in front of us is an hour late. I'm gonna follow it. I want to follow this one. How are these buses running so late? What's going on? It can't be the shift changeover because we're still in the first shifts of the day. So that's certainly, this isn't the best sign, but we've already made up like 5 minutes. So, you know. And then, of course, when we get into Milton, we can make back another 7 or 8, or go out of service. Where are we going? Oh, I think I know what it's doing. Because there's disruption, because the service is disrupted, they're cancelling certain tours to just cut the delay out, because they're getting that delayed. I mean, what's up with this 21? Why is it so late? And this 10 is 16 minutes late. There's something going on in the game right now. No idea what's going on. This 15 is only 2 minutes late, and it's really, really busy, which is a result. And it looks like the 16 and the 15, at least this way, go through Glasgow at sufficiently different times. Although this way, westbound, or eastbound even, they do go through at pretty much the same time, so you just get 2 triaxles at once, which is probably not the best. But this is certainly not the last we'll be seeing of Castlemilk, it's not the last we'll be seeing of Milton. Using triaxles on this route was not meant to be like a single bus to kill them all, it was just meant to be, you know, a little nod to the fact that Castlemilk needs a very, very intense bus service. And so we give it a sort of standard bus service compared to what I'm used to, at least. And massive buses. But the route seems to be bedding in very well. How's the 15 doing? The 15 is such a profitable route. Just look at that. It's like, of course it's profitable, it's massive. And the 16 will probably go the same way. And there will, in fact, I almost certainly will have another north-south crosstown in the vein of the 16. Because that's just too useful. It's like, I'm thinking maybe Newton-Mens feels too far, but Giffnock doesn't feel far enough, and Clarkston just feels like a weird place to turn a bus back, like, certainly a bus route like this. But something from around this way up to sort of somewhere this way. You know, just something like that. But right now, I'm very happy with the current state of everything. What's that doing? That's doing on our way to Besden. So, from me at Polmadie, I will see you next week. Bye bye.